And boom, boom, bam, we're live. What is up, everybody? Hello, hello. Tony Harrison out there. Brian B, what's up? Tim Donna, Big Wrench Catfishing, how are you? Uncle Jeep's out there. I was having an issue getting my phone wouldn't. It was stuck on the other mode. But I finally reset it. Patriot James, how you doing? Great to see you. Hope all is going well. Grooming some float. Where'd it go? I had a Patriot James float right here that we were going to talk about on Tackle Talk last night. And boom, boom, bam. What's up, Dan?
How's it going? I like that rhyme.
I'm a poet and didn't know it.
What's going on, everybody? How we doing?
Potomac River Monsters out there. No Name Channel, how's it going? Greenwell Fishing, what's up? Takedown Catfishing, how are you, Ken? It's good to see you. Lance, my cool guy, listening while cooking corn chowder for dinner. Potomac River Monsters is going to be, hopefully when the weather warms up a little bit, he'll be back out fishing again.
I hear that. It's no fun out there right now, unless you're on some fish.
Let's see, is that my phone? That's right. That was the first. How many times have you got that already now, Captain Dan?
Oh, that's the first.
There we go. That should be better now. There's Doug Tally out there. What's up, Doug? Froze up there in Ontario.
Yeah, I bet. It's got to be like a tundra up there.
Yeah, Dan and I are both familiar with, well, not quite that far up.
No.
I lived in the Catskill Mountains in upstate New York, and Dan lived further up towards Buffalo, right, Dan?
Yep. Yep.
Or is it too soon to mention Buffalo?
Oh, yeah. I'm over it.
Not yet, okay. And got another guest coming up with us.
Boom, boom, bam.
What's up, Kevin? How you doing?
What's up, guys?
And Doug Tally on the road as usual. And Doug, appreciate that. Doug made a great offer to us, and Stan 3 spoke to him today about that. And apparently, now that he's been watching the show, because we met him out on the river here on the James, and we shared bait and stuff like that. So, you know, that's why I say a lot of times it's up to us to be the catfish ambassadors out there. And you never know. So that's awesome. Jason Lamb's out there. Good to see you. 24 awesome people. And Kevin, you had quite the show on Wednesday night.
Yeah, we had a great time, man. Good to kind of get all that out and just, you know, let everybody know what's going on so they can get excited.
Well, definitely, I'm pretty stoked about it. So it is definitely confirmed, signed, sealed. I am the MC, the host of the Catfish Cook-Off at the Catfish Conference. So I'm pretty excited about that.
Yeah,
I've been trying to find some footage of that, and there's not a lot of footage of it.
All those YouTubers and no footage, that's hard to believe.
I may or may not have a cache of footage.
I was just trying to get because I didn't get to see it last year. That was the first conference I've been to, and I didn't get to see it. So I was just kind of you know, when you're going to do an event like that, you got to kind of study up on it a little bit. And
I got tons of footage. I have a entire folder, gigs. So I'll share that with you.
thank you. Yeah, thank you, Tim. We were on Dustin's show last night. Dustin and Sean, Snagging Night Live, I think they're calling it, on Thursday nights, and we were doing kind of a tackle talk. And we made it through in 2 hours. He wanted to do the whole thing from hooks to reels. And Kevin, you know how that's going to work. We made it through to line, I think. I think we made it to the line. And
Sounds about right.
yeah.
Yep.
in 2 hours. Jeff Beal's out there. I got a let's see if I can do this without messing things up. Jeff Beal came down and fished Team James River with us with Ed Evans, and we got a gift in the mail today. Yeah.
Shirt.
Oh, nice.
A big shout out to Ed Evans for that.
Black and green, our kind of colors, right, Kevin?
Yeah, man. I'm supposed to be getting an Ed Evans shirt and a sticker here soon.
Nice.
Well, that's exactly what the shirt will look like, Kevin.
Right on. I can dig that. Hey, Dan, congratulations on your captain's license, man.
Oh, appreciate it.
All right. Just see you later. See you later. Y'all have a good bite.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I told Anna she's in there. She's been off all day, and I just got done like icing down the bait and rigging rods and all kinds of stuff. I said, "Hey, I might go hang out with Stan. Is that all right?" She's like, she kind of gave me like a half answer, and so we're sitting there watching. She's watching Sex in the City, and I'm like, "So yeah, I'm gonna go in there and."
Butterflies and sunshine. Thank you. So yeah, Dan, you want to for anybody that's maybe interested in that, there's been some other good shows on that. But as far as going through with getting the license,
Oh man, that might be too soon.
Yeah.
Talk about the bills all you want. I don't know about that. Holy cow. That was a process. Yeah, there's a whole lot of steps to it. Definitely wanted to make sure I went through and did it the right way. There's a lot of people out there on all kinds of rivers and bodies of water, especially the James, that not quite doing it the right way. There's kind of out there running it. I want to make sure I was covered, my clients were covered, and everybody can have a good time and not worry about anything. So
you got that right, man. It's all fun doing it the wrong way until somebody gets hurt, and then they want to sue.
Right. Yep. So,
and Dan has got some experience with we've been known to have our share of mishaps out there. So
yeah, 1 second you're on the boat, next second you're not. Who knows?
Yeah, I mean it's crazy. Like I talked to Chris Flores about it when people started asking me to, go fish. And I'm like, yeah, I don't see nothing wrong. I was like, yeah, whatever. He's like, be careful, man. Cause like, if you don't have insurance for those people and they slip, people, and hopefully there will never be anybody like this, but it makes sense. There are people that will see dollar signs where they might see dollar signs where there aren't any. And I can say there aren't any dollar signs here. we got a YouTube channel. People kind of think, some people that aren't, in the community might think, oh yeah, he's got to have money.
Yeah.
I am an education.
Yep. Let me see all that gear behind you.
Yeah.
That's actually a great point, because that's
what I spend my YouTube money on right there is gear.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Not lavish things like diamonds and
but that brings up a good point. Like when we hit the 1,000 mark, woohoo, and people like with giveaways and things like that, like you automatically became like this business. Like, what do you mean you won't send a rod or this? And just like, it's just that's the consensus with out there sometimes.
Yeah, trust me, I know how that goes. I've had my captain license for under a month, and I've already had people saying, "Oh, you're taking me on a free trip, right?" I'm like, yeah, that's why I spent $3,000 tracking this thing down and take people out for free.
That was a good joke last night, though. And Chad's like, well, dang, there goes the free trip
Right.
with Dan. Now we got to pay
You
for
had
it.
your chance. You had your 3 years.
I thought No Name had to leave. Welcome back, No Name.
Mad Catter's out there. Hello, Mad Catter. Great to see you.
Yeah.
You're going to be at CatCon in February?
Friends and family clients.
That's what I'm thinking about in my head. The first couple trips are free because it's going to take 6 or 7 of them until I recoup all my money that I have into this thing.
So what's on the docket this weekend, guys? What you got going on? I know we got Stand Day on Sunday. Do you have any guy trips already, Dan?
Not yet. I had somebody interested in kayak trips, but I'm not doing those quite yet.
Wait till that junk warms up,
Definitely
right?
not in the 41-degree weather. If I go out there myself, that's a big enough risk. I don't even like to do that anymore. Definitely don't want to take other people out there, especially if they're not comfortable in the kayak.
Right.
That'll be a warm weather kind of thing. So we'll
Right.
be running those kind of trips as well. But we got the Ice Bowl. A lot of people are down on Kerr Lake this weekend, and just kind of getting things up and running. I'm sure it'll take a while to get going here.
Brian B, I'm not ducking your message. I'm keeping it unread until I actually put you into it, because you didn't follow directions and email me, Uncle B. So he's talking about he wants to be in the Whisker Bowl, and so he texts me, and so Dan knows what I'm talking about. Like, I have to keep it unread until I do it.
That's why I tell people,
if I respond and don't do it, put him on the list, then I forget about it.
Yep. That's why I'm always like, do me a favor, send me an email. That's my to-do list, and I can always mark that unread and go back to it.
Brian B knows I ain't ducking him, and he's a hush before he pees the bed.
That is the new co-host of the Bait Shop there. So
did he win? I didn't know they picked one.
I thought they were both co-hosts now. I don't know. I'm so confused with the whole thing. I don't know.
Everybody gets a trophy.
Takedown, sorry to hear that you're not doing well.
Yeah, I think he had the vid.
Oh no!
Last week, and he's getting over it now.
It's going around a lot this time of year right now.
Yeah, well, thankfully, a lot of people at my job got it over Christmas break. So I was like, suckers.
I planned that right.
Man, I would have been so depressed if I got over Christmas break.
Mine was 4th of July break. I was like, oh, could the time be any worse?
There you go. Now he emailed me so I can respond to his text.
I had the flu one time in my entire life. I got the flu, and I had taken off, managed restaurants. So right around Thanksgiving, that's a busy time. So we normally couldn't get time off, but I managed to get time off. We were supposed to go deer hunting and do all this other stuff. My very first day of this extended vacation, I had almost 2 weeks off. I got the flu on the very first day. I didn't leave the bed for a week and a half. Thanksgiving, my Thanksgiving dinner was a bite of turkey and a little spoonful of mashed potatoes.
Yikes.
I was like, you got to be kidding me.
That's how it always goes.
My nose looks so red. Like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer up in here. It is stuffy.
Yeah, it took me 7 years to convince my sister to come visit me in Richmond. She comes up for 4th of July weekend, and on the second day, I got the COVID. I'm in the bed. My nieces can't come to the bedroom. They don't understand. It's terrible.
I think I've had it 4 times, but only one time I was tested for it. So yeah, the 100-pound. Yeah, look, I got the. I have the 100-pound. That's what I'm running on the on my dragging rods. So the last live I did, I had a 100-pound canine braid on there. But I did do something tonight, guys, that people suggested to me, and I think it was cool, sweet, can't wait. He's gonna turn around and show you his shirt again. Oh no. Yep. Boom, boom, bam.
There you go, Ed. Thank you.
But I got some crimpers and some crimps, and I crimped some rigs tonight.
Woo!
So I'm still, I pulled on that thing pretty good, and it didn't slip. So
Just gives
you
me
got
that.
you got to build up that confidence, right?
Yeah, it always just gives me that uneasy feeling. I don't know why.
Yeah, but Steve started doing it, and Alex from Rippin' Lips has been doing it for a long time. And the last fishing trip I had last Monday, I had one. I mean, it didn't actually break me off; it cut the line.
Oh wow!
Lips cut the monofilament. So I went from 60-pound leader to 80 back to 80-pound.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Are you, when you're crimping it, are you doing the on the loop, or are you doing it where it's through the eye?
Through the eyes.
Perfect. All right.
I think that's what. Explain what your question again.
Well,
so like I got the crimp that's got the 2 holes in it.
Yeah.
And I slide the line through one side. I put the Demon Dragon on through the eye, and then I slide it back through the other side of the crimp and then crimp it.
What about for your hook?
Well, I did crimp a few hooks, but I was snelling most of them.
Yeah.
Because they have the ones that I crimp are the ones with the straight shaft, and the ones that I snell are the ones with the bent shaft because I want that trigger.
Right.
And so I did a variety of things. I did, small Demon Dragons, crimp, not crimp. And then I tried a peg float. I got one rig with a peg float and a Versa rattle, just old school, just see how that works tomorrow again. I've been watching some of my old videos here recently, and I'm like, man, I feel like I caught more fish back then.
That's fun to watch, isn't it? That's like part of the fun of YouTube is having your own little catalog. And
oh man, they're terrible.
Season, I try and go back and figure out what I was doing this time, the past couple of years, what was working, what wasn't.
And then you realize how bad at YouTube you were. Oh man, like the videos, my video. I'm not talking about you, Dan. My videos are terrible. Like I had a camera at the back of the boat, and it was just me turning around. Yeah, we got one on. Oh man. Brian B said, I'm going to try the crimping, but boy, I'm nervous. Me too.
Yeah, I would, it's like anything else. The more you practice at it. Now, some people like to do they put an extra piece of line in there. So you've got it's like a filler line. They use it as like a filler so that it makes it extra tight. But what I was asking you,
I pulled it really, really hard, and none of them slipped. So I feel okay. Like, I mean, if I can't pull it out of there, a fish isn't gonna be able to pull it out of there.
Right.
Like, basically, I took the circle hook and grabbed the Demon Dragon and pulled as hard as I could, and it didn't come out. Do I think the small Demon Dragon will float the bait? Yeah, they float smaller baits, and they're gonna keep it floated up a little bit. But on my smaller Demon Dragons, that's pretty much what I use the chicken on. Chicken and small pieces of bait go on the small Demon Dragons.
What's up, Greg?
What's going on, Greg?
So I was just talking, like, when I do if I'm a loop, if I do like a dropper rig with a loop, I push the loop through, so it's still like a snell. It's still like a snell, because then it will still push.
Oh, no, I didn't do that.
So you can put it through and like a snell and still crimp it.
Yeah.
And it will still get the snell action.
Oh.
And you can change your hooks out.
Did you see that?
Yeah. No, I didn't. I got a lot to learn. So no, I didn't do that. For the ones I snelled, the ones I didn't snell that I crimped, I just ran the line straight through the eye.
Yeah, and it's like weird because saltwater, they do a lot of that where they just have it dangling on the loop, they crimp it, and it's on the loop like that, which to me takes the
With circle hooks or with treble hooks or what?
with circle hooks.
I'll go grab my crimpers. I don't know. They're like some off-brand. Watch out.
Freddie's getting all jacked up, ready to go. I see
That's right.
218 boats and counting. That's wild.
Yep.
Freddie's saying would not be surprised a few 100 plus get brought in. Hopefully one by Freddie. And let me guess, will that be on a one of these rods right here,
There you
Freddie?
go.
Sanuki.
Sounds Italian.
It's a Sanuki. And that's cool. They stay closed unless you move this little thing here, then they open up. I thought they were going to be really hard to use, like squeeze. But nah, once you get that in there and you squeeze, it's just, it's really easy to press down. So these were about $24. There was a $16 version, but it was going to take like 7 weeks to get from China. Steve said he got the $16 brand, but Fishizzle sent me the links to his stuff, but his crimpers were like $94. I was like, nope.
What?
And I don't know if he knew they went up or maybe whatever, but whew, man. But he said to get the J-style crimps. I haven't got the J-style crimps in yet, but these actually came with a bunch of crimps with them. So, yeah, I'll put that link in the description so people can check it out if they want to. I figure for $20, ain't bad.
Right?
Yeah, it's definitely worth.
Oh, it says they're delivered today. Check the mailbox.
A meatloaf.
Ma, meatloaf.
Yeah, it says my my actual crimps that I ordered, the J style, were delivered today, and I'm sitting out there using the ones that came with it. Oh well. There you go. There's the crimpers, and I will put the crimps in there as well, just in case anybody's interested. The crimps are Jinkai. Fluorocarbon monofilament leader crimping sleeves are 52 a pack, and they're J's $14.39 for 50.
All right, Freddie. Good luck. Go make FOA. Go make us FOA rod holders proud.
Go make yourself proud.
Yeah.
Good luck, buddy.
All right, there's the links to the things there. Yeah, man, good luck, Freddie. Anything named the Ice Bowl, I'm unsure that I would want to participate.
Right? Sounds so cozy.
Oh, and it's, here in Virginia, it's one of those things where it can be, we have mostly moderate weather most of the time.
Yeah.
Except when there's, something like the Winter Blues tournament, right, Dan?
Oh my god.
Or, something like that. But you never know what you can hit here.
Well, let me tell you. Go ahead, Dan.
I was going to say, I think there's a lot of wind expected for tomorrow.
Ooh, that's
Oof.
I don't know about down that way, but we're kind of planning around it for tomorrow.
We've had it past few. Actually, the King Cat Sweet 16 is on Santee this week.
Oof.
So it used to be the Cabela's King Cat Classic, but it's just the King Cat now. And so the guys that scored the top 16 in the tournament series, they got invited to a Sweet 16 where they have head-to-head matches each day.
That's pretty cool.
It ended up only being 11 boats, but the first day I went, I got some footage of the weigh-in, and it was not impressive. Like those guys, I mean, these guys are like the cream of the crop, like the professionals. And I think 4 of them got skunked.
Holy cow.
Out of 11.
It happened.
And the biggest one, that was awesome. The biggest fish was like 30 pounds.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I think they did a little better today, but there was still some people skunked. So tomorrow is the last day of it. I'm actually taking Ron Presley from Catfish Now out fishing tomorrow, so that's pretty cool.
Nice.
That's got to be really cool. Talk about like a history of catfishing.
I mean, who knows better than Ron, right?
Yeah, that's I mean, how many years has he been in this kind of thing? So that's awesome.
I promise. He went out with somebody today up there on the upper lake, and he posted a short video of them like getting baits ready, and it looked windy and cold, no enclosure, and I was like,
Oh.
Ron, you're gonna have such a good time on my boat tomorrow. Like, even if we don't catch any fish, because apparently the fishing's bad right now, you're gonna be so warm.
Yeah.
So nice.
I got a 20-pound propane tank and a 5-pound. We ain't running out.
Those enclosures make a difference, don't they?
Oh yeah,
no doubt, man, no doubt.
We just did we were out the other day, Wednesday, I think, and it was pouring. I mean, just pouring rain all day. And stand 3 kind of we kind of improvised a little enclosure for our boat, and it stayed nice and dry inside there. And even without a heater, it was probably a good 10 degrees warmer inside without a heater. So
just getting out of that wind.
Yeah, and staying dry too. That was a big thing.
I went with a few fellas, the weighmaster for the Sandy Lakes Club and another guy that fishes. Him and his wife own Easterland Drift Sock. So I went on their boat, and he has an enclosure that goes all the way around except for the back of his tri-tune. But his door is sewn upside down. So it zips down, and you have to like climb over it, and it's so cold. It was so cold last weekend, and I felt like such a pansy because, I went out there, I baited a few rods, and I jumped back behind the thing. I was like, I can't take it, guys. I can't take it.
But once everything's finally set up, you just feel like you're watching it on TV. But then you get to participate when the fun stuff happens.
Yeah.
But by then, hopefully, if the fun stuff, it gets your blood pumping, so you don't notice it as much. But,
it was one of them days where, like, when you're baiting the hook, like your hands just turn red and they sting. Like it was like that kind of cold. You couldn't get away from it. So I told Ron, I said, "Don't worry about it, man." He said, "Yeah, my old age, it's tough for me to get out on a boat. I'm just happy this weekend I can get out on a few boats." I said, "Man, you're gonna feel like you're in paradise,
right,
after today."
And Big Wrench, you're making it out to the Catfish and Crappie Conference Expo Extravaganza Extraordinaire, I think is what Steve was saying. But that's quite the trip. That's going to be awesome.
What's it going to take to get Creole out there, man?
Oh, I know. A plane ticket.
I mean,
well, he can ride with Big Wrench.
Can we start a GoFundMe for Creole?
Right.
Big Wrench is coming from out that way. They can ride together. There you go.
There you go, Creole. Jump on the bus. You can be the bus driver.
And that's what I'm riding down with Dustin from here.
Oh, sweet.
So that worked out really well.
I'm trying to make plans to get there. I originally thought I wasn't going to be able to, but I got some extra time off work. I should be able to figure it out.
You got sick days, right?
Yeah, a lot of them.
There you go. I mean, they can't tell you can't take them. Yeah, trust me, I know. I got teachers that take sick day after sick day. I'm like, argh. I got 93.
Holy cow.
Yeah.
There will definitely be some kayakers there at Catfish Conference. So, like in a Big Wrench, you will not be alone. I can guarantee it.
Well, there we go. We'll just raise money so that oh, I got you. It ain't about the money. It's about the. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Stupid adult stuff. Stupid.
You have to go and learn so much, Creole.
Yeah.
Stop being so smart, Creole.
You're gonna get those. You're gonna get those safety recommendations or the diplomas that you got for safety, and now they can't do without you.
Where is Shelby, North Carolina? Is that east or west? We go through Asheville. We go through West North Carolina. Asheville.
But
Yeah,
we
man, you just need to start a TikTok channel. Talk about sakale and couillons and there you go.
Oh,
we know you could cook out there, Creole. We've seen the pre-hurricane.
Yeah. Listen, that guy and Creole's like could be brothers. Like I know Creole's. I'm guessing he may be a little bit bigger than that guy, like just in stature and everything. But like they kind of sound familiar. I think Creole's voice might be a little deeper, but not much.
Yeah. Well, I think what's his name there? Still Cracker is kind of accentuating some things a little, but
No, come on, Stan. That is 100%
West
authentic
Coast.
Cajun.
And of course it is. Well, the funny part is a lot of it is like you got to have your.
Creole said, "I used to like you." I meant that as a compliment.
And speaking of cooking, I believe there's still some open spots for the Catfish Cook-Off.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome, Doug. Be great to see you there.
I tell you what, if I had time, I would cook and I'd wear everybody out. Just saying. Couillons wouldn't know what happened to them. That's because I let Anna step up and start cooking, and I would talk a big game.
Now everybody, I mean, the whole filet thing, that is everywhere. Everybody calls it filet now.
All because Creole. I was watching the promo I made for the first Iron Cat, and I was like, man, it seems like such a long time ago, and everything was so different then.
mm-hmm.
It's just weird. Like everything was so different. Like Dan was in a sleeveless shirt sitting on a kayak with a red face,
Now I can't get out of the enclosure.
Yeah. Dan used to be hardcore. Y'all remember that?
Yeah.
He'll still show up in shorts tomorrow morning. You watch.
I wear my cold weather gear now is I got a pair of light sweatpants that I put on just.
You say light sweatpants? I can't say filet the way y'all do. It sounds too fancy. A fillet of fish. There's Cody.
The guessing game of what he was saying.
Oh, jeez.
The last time I went and visited my family in Louisiana, and it's going back some time now, but when I came back up to New York, like I couldn't, they wouldn't let me talk to the customers and stuff because, number one, I was talking too slow. Nobody could understand what I was saying. I picked it up from being submerged in it for a few weeks. I had picked it up so strong that I went up there and they just didn't know what I was saying. Oh, that's cool.
Is that like the sturgeon submersion?
Yeah.
The sturgeon immersion?
So when was the first when was the first CatCon? I mean CatCon, the first Iron Cat?
April of 2021.
April, right? Yeah.
Coming up on 2 years.
Crazy. I know it's not that long ago. I mean, it's so I look at my first videos and they're 3 years ago, and it's like I feel like such a different person from then. Like as far as fishing goes, like I look at myself from back then. I'm like, what are you doing? Now I was honest from the beginning. I didn't know what I was doing. I was honest. I said that, and just about I was like, hey, I don't know what I'm doing. Don't listen to me. I'm just trying it out. You're gonna learn with me. But it's just so weird how, to look back, it's like, wow, I would never fish that spot ever.
Yeah.
Ever again. Why did I even pick that spot? And most of the time is because I was lazy or I didn't know what I was doing. Do y'all get that any?
Oh yeah. Like well, with us with the bank, there's only so many spots to fish, but there's some things you like, man, that was pretty dumb. What was I thinking? Like when we were swearing on the lemonade chicken. Lemonade
Hey,
cool,
that's my
lemonade
fault though.
cool chicken.
That was my fault though, because I caught fish on it in that one video, and you're like, "Hey, it must work."
And then I caught fish on it.
It does. I mean, well, we soon found out that it wasn't about the Kool-Aid, but
Yeah.
hey, look, I got people on Santee Cooper now. Not let me not say me and Jimmy, I guess. Those guys I fished with. I went to that weigh-in yesterday, the King Cat, and Scott Peavy, who won the Big Cat Brawl, $10,000,
Wow.
for winning it. He said, "Didn't you catch like a 50-pound blue on chicken?" I said, "No, I caught 2." He goes, "That's unbelievable, man."
Hey, you
And
never
I
know.
said, "It works here." And then Mark came up. He goes, I thought you were stupid too, but then I started trying it on Santee Cooper, and it works." Hey, if it works, why not? It's always in my cooler.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's easy backup bait if nothing else.
Yeah. And and then there's different types of what people sometimes get them. You say, what catfish bait? Well, first there's 3 different types, channel blue and flathead, and then you've got eaters. So you're just going out for fun to catch some eaters. Man, the Kool-Aid chickens and the livers and all that kind of stuff, that will just tear up. You can catch eaters all day long on all that kind of bait like that. And occasionally you'll get the big fish on chicken. Dan, I know you've done that.
Mm-hmm.
Brian B's caught some out there. Nice fish on chicken.
Oh yeah.
I think you honestly, I'm gonna say it, and partly because it's not my show. I think you have just as good of odds of catching a trophy catfish on chicken as you do a gizzard shad.
Controversial statement there.
I mean, can you not catch eaters on gizzard shad?
Yeah.
Not on your gizzard shad, or they can't fit them in their mouth. You can't get
Yeah, I mean, now the size of the bait is different. Is a different story. I think it's more opportunistic than anything.
Right.
In my mind. And I haven't been catfishing as long as you guys, so maybe I'm stupid. But what I've seen is that the bait doesn't matter as much as the place you're putting it in at the right time.
Yeah, and it's going to be different everywhere. I mean, I can't tell you how many times I've tried things that I see people doing on, the Tennessee River, the Mississippi, or whatever, and it just doesn't work here. Like,
yeah,
I'd love to be able to drag a spoon around behind me and catch all the bait I needed on the way to my spot in the kayak. It's not gonna happen.
Yeah, like the Tennessee River, right?
Yeah, it's not going to happen.
I just bought 5 gizzard shad, like bigger, like this big.
Yeah.
They
normal size.
I mean, they're 12, 13 inches long, and you just can't. They don't come from our lake. You know where he gets them from? Lake Watery, which is up in Columbia. You don't net those kind of fish like you get here. But I bought 5 of them. They were $7 a piece.
Wow.
Which isn't really too bad, I guess. But
that's a gill net license for the whole year for one of them.
$9.
Yep. You just can't. We don't have that luxury here. We can't.
Yeah.
We can't go out and do it. And then in the wintertime is when it's worse because I won't buy bait in the summertime. Like if you catch me buying bait, like it's other than chicken, it's like something's wrong because I'm gonna catch a live well full of bluegill first.
Right. Yeah.
But in the wintertime, it's really tough. It's really because the bluegill go down deep. And you can't just put it in the boat and pop a worm up under the dock like you do in the summertime.
Right. Hey,
I have tried to throw a whole chicken breast before, by the way.
Hey, you little brother, good to see you. Thank you for coming in.
Yeah, one thing Stan and I were just recently talking about, we kind of enjoy Google thinks I'm talking to her. We were talking about the winter a little bit, and we throw the cast net a lot more in the winter just to get out in the schools of shad, and that actually helps us get those, medium size, which we really like in the winter. They're just a whole different texture and everything, and I think the fish can tell the difference.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, JG, man, I'd love a Palmetto Cats intro song. That would be cool.
Nice.
Yeah, that was.
I would almost pay for that if it was really good. Slinging Baits makes me jealous, man, because he's got one. Have y'all seen it? Have y'all heard it?
I didn't hear it yet.
Beginning of every one of his videos. Cornish hen on that 28-aught hook. This one right here.
Oh, jeez.
I got the swivel.
Wow.
That's
like 700-pound swivel.
That's bigger than this. That's bigger than the swivel on our cast net.
So I'm a fat guy, and my finger almost goes.
Oh wow! In Louisiana, they can catch brim in a fish trap.
Really?
Brim, bluegill, sunfish. It's every part of the country's little. Like we used to just call everything up in New York. Everything was either sunnies or bluegill. It was the same. Like when you said you were going to catch some sunnies, it was bluegill, green, sunfish, pumpkin seed, red, all into one.
I never used the term bluegill before I started YouTube.
Oh yeah. Never.
And I know what Georgia's brim.
Yeah, brim. It's brim unless you're talking about shellcracker here.
Right.
It still throws me for a loop, but every time I talk about crappie, my dad calls them calico bass.
Bass, yeah.
So you say crappie, Dan. Do you say crappie, Stan?
I say both. Like we used to call them crappie. They were called crappie up.
It's weird for me to say crappie. It just I feel like I'm being highfalutin.
Well, that's once you get in that if you're just talking with somebody and it's not, you're not on the screen or anything, you're just talking with somebody, it doesn't, you don't notice as much. But when you're saying like the Crappie Conference, well, it's like here you are talking, did you just call that a Crappie Conference, or is it the Crappie Conference?
Well, if you say it like that, like crappy, all nasally and stuff, yeah, it sounds weird.
That's right. Don't even get Creole started on the
Sacalade
and the Chupic and
Slicker.
Uh-oh. Yeah, Stan 3 said he got a 60-some pounder on sorry to hear that, Tony.
Easy Creole, can't pronounce those names. Yeah, I agree with Jeff. Like, I don't think anything's wrong with, some people get all uptight about that stuff, and those people need to find something better to do with their time.
The world just keeps spinning.
Yeah, I mean, if you call it a crappie and people are like, "Huh, what is that?" And you say, "Oh, you probably say crappie." Oh, okay, cool. Now we know what we're saying. Let's move on. Okay.
Right.
Yeah. But man, we have all kinds. We do have the spotted sunfish. The little brown ones with the black dot, little tiny black spots. We call them stump knockers. This is what we've always got. Like I typed in stump knocker and to Google.
It is.
We had we used to call them, I think it was the green sunfish, but we used to call them warmouth up there, up in New York, in the one section of New York and Pennsylvania. It was called warmouth.
Yeah, warmouth. We have warmouth here too. So let me see. I'm gonna show you how. I'm gonna show you how real the word stump knocker is here.
I'll be right back.
All right, Dan.
There's actually an American pale ale made called stump knocker. Yes, I'm over 21. Sorry, I don't know why did I go to that. See it right there? Oh, I'm sharing my screen there for you.
There we go.
Stump Knocker American Pale Ale.
I think I've actually had that before.
There's a Stump Knocker. That's what we call a Stump Knocker right there. What do you call that? What do you call that, Stan? Can you see it? Here, I'll make it.
Yeah, that actually looks like a bluegill. It's got the blue on the gills there.
Hold on. Let me share. Shoot, it changed up on me. Hang on, because I got a really good picture of one. Here we. Nope, not that one. Red spotted sunfish. There you go.
Yeah, there we go.
That's what we call a Stump Knocker.
We would call them bluegills to see how that blue on a lot of the blue on the gill. That's what we used to call bluegills.
Don't knock the Stump Knocker.
And that's right, the warmouth. That's also people will call a warmouth a rock bass. I mean, a rock bass a warmouth.
Stump Knocker images here. Yeah, this one looks more like the one we get. Here we go. This is a better picture right here. It's gonna switch off. Anyway, that one to the right there. That's more like what we have and what we call Stump Knocker right there. What do you call that, Dan?
I don't know. I was looking at the boats. I'll just call it a bluegill.
Bluegill? Yeah. It's a special kind of fish. I mean, they're so spunky. Like you can throw, like, if you're fishing for bluegill or brim with a worm and a Stump Knocker hits, that small, they don't get much bigger than that. They don't get bigger than your hand, but they will sink that cork so far down you can't even see it. I mean, they're very aggressive. And they're fantastic bait. They live forever.
Pretty good table fare too.
Yeah. Let's see. Warmouth still confuses me. It wasn't a warmouth. Obviously, it's a goggle eye. Well, I shouldn't have taken that down because Stan's got to share it again. But a warmouth for us looks like a bluegill with a bass mouth, pretty much. They're all bait. Yeah. But they're fun. They're really fun to catch, though.
I could do it all day. There's a lot of times I go out on the river and I catch my bait that morning, like bluegill and white perch, and I spend way too long doing that. I don't have time to fish it.
Oh, Anna that's all Anna wants to do. Like, that's why when I go to CatCon, I'm gonna give us 2 precision crappie rods.
Oh, you're gonna like those.
2 8-footers, and I just think catching a 2-pound shell cracker on that thing is gonna be so fun.
Oh yeah, they're super nice.
Red-eyed Stump Knockers, yeah. So we call we call them all brim. Other than shell crackers, Stump Knockers, and red breast. So that's kind of how my dad and I separate them. It's like a brim is a bluegill, but a brim could be a copperhead bluegill. It could be a just a regular bluegill. It could be a pumpkin seed brim. It could be a green sunfish. All those are brim to us. But then you catch a shell cracker, the distinction is immediate. It's like, no, that's a shell cracker. It's not a brim.
Because of the size?
Well, it's just different. Like because we target shell cracker and we love to eat them.
Right.
And it's like a season for we catch them on the bed. Like that's a shell cracker. Like that's got its own thing.
Right.
And then a Stump Knocker is just, you catch stump and like, a little Stump Knocker. Like you don't want them unless you're fishing for bait, but it's fun to catch them because they're so aggressive. Like they take the bobber down like a big copperhead bluegill, but when you set the hook, you're like, oh man, that ain't no 2-pound brim.
Kind of sounds like you're swearing at him though, like, oh, Stump Knocker.
Little
Creel saying that.
What's up, Kurt?
Curtis, what's up? What's up? Good to see you.
Somebody else gave it. I forget who it was. Fish and Fever. Fish and Fever came in. He's in the Whisker Bowl. We got Tony Harrison. We got Josh the Weekend Angler. We got Fish and Fever. Brian B.
I've obviously got to get our email to you.
Yeah. Team Snag and Whiskers is in it. Let's see. I'm going to it now. Hooks and Hammocks, Greenwell Fishing. And that's it so far. I'll go ahead and put you in it.
Yeah, and I'm familiar with some of them, but I believe that was the bowfin, right, Creel?
So we call bowfin mudfish. I love blank stares when you figure out how to pronounce things. Chickapin? Is that right? Or is it Chiquapin?
I know. Let's see. Now that's
Hey, you caught you a Chiquapin? That's a nice fish right there. My dad said that they used to actively target bowfin. Like they would throw lures up in the reeds to catch bowfin. I'm like, why would you ever do that? Apparently, they like to eat them.
Chickapin. Shell cracker. Oh, all right. Chickapin.
That's what he calls a shell cracker?
Yeah, that's what they said.
Interesting. Interesting.
But I agree, and I think that you can have the biggest thing with different size fish is to match your gear to the fish that you're going after, and you can have a fun time with just about any fish out there.
Yeah, I'm really interested in like undersizing gear right now. Catch a 50-pound blue on a little bass rod or something.
There you go.
That's a good time.
And we've done a little bit of that before, right, Dan?
A little bit. Except I don't want to break all my rods.
I've been trying to catch something on that cats and carp rod. I just can't. I can't catch something big on it.
Yeah.
But
Stan, have you ever caught anything on that big water rod yet?
No.
Still nothing. We bring it out all the time. We catch fish on everything but.
And that was like my first. I don't even know if we had Uncle Lou rods yet when I first got that one.
Nope.
And yet to catch a fish on it.
That's crazy. Bring it out tomorrow.
I was gonna say maybe I'll bring it tomorrow. We'll bust the, and that must be.
Did Stan pay for a trip?
Oh yeah.
Or is this the free trip?
Oh, everybody's free. That's what I'm in it for, right? That's what I've been told I need to do.
Hey, you got to give everybody a free sample first, Dan.
Right.
But it's we have a blast out there, and man, it's been when did we first start fishing? It was the Winter Blues.
That was
2021, right?
It was December 2020 or January 2021.
Yeah, I think it was January 2021.
It was cold.
Oh.
And now there's when we were first doing it, there was pretty much not, as far as YouTube goes, it was Dan and us that were kind of on the James as far as YouTube. And now in the community, we've got Fish and Fever now, and Team Snag and Whiskers. And
everybody wanted to fish.
Right.
I'm just kidding.
Because we gave away those 100-year-old blue cat spots.
Yeah.
Family forever.
That was this guy was going off on Dan. My family's been fishing, You YouTubers are giving away my family's
Oh wow,
blue cat spots. My family's been fishing them for hundreds of years.
hundreds, huh?
Yeah.
Wow, how dare you guys?
And then what was the one I got? I'm doing the dad of the day, the dad joke of the day thing with and I have fun with it. So I do the deuces thing, the number two stand deuces.
I don't
Man.
know.
And somebody commented on that. Old guy like you shouldn't be saying things like deuces.
No disrespect. I'm just trying to help you out.
Yeah, I love when people say that. I mean the utmost respect when I say this, but you suck. Oh, I'm glad you said that in a respectful way.
I think I got that exact message from a student today.
Oh, really? Oh, they're the hardest ones, man, because the kids don't have any filter.
No. No disrespect. This class is terrible. Thanks.
Cool. No disrespect. Your mom shouldn't have had kids.
It's not terrible. I guess you're taking it again next year. Boom.
No disrespect, but I'm going to get the principal. Crap. All right, Stan, I'm sending you your thumbnail now. You are officially in.
Woohoo!
Brian B's got one of his email to you.
Yeah.
Pizza. Man, I wish I could have pizza right now.
I just got done with some.
Shh.
Friday pizzas.
Pizza doesn't exist anymore.
Oh.
Not until CatCon. Not until CatCon.
We started.
Do you give yourself, Kevin? Do you give yourself any cheats at all?
Not on purpose. Not on purpose. Yeah, I cheated yesterday on the way home because I didn't eat and I forgot to bring stuff, and I was so hungry. I was like, so I went over like 500 calories, 600 calories. It sucked because it was definitely not worth it.
Yeah, I got a buddy who just went through a 6 month. He lost 106 pounds in 6 months or 8 months or something. He's
nice
back to running, having a good time, and it was painful. It was tough. He struggled, and his wife loved to cook brownies that whole 6 months. So
I can do without the brownies and stuff. Yeah. Mine is like
the carbs,
fried stuff, and
yes,
bread.
That is.
I love bread.
We're in the same boat, Kevin. Fried stuff.
Cheese. I love cheese.
I'll tell you, the fastest way to lose some weight is get in the pool and start swimming. You'll be able to eat whatever you want. You'll be able to lose some weight like crazy.
My VA doctor must be telling me something.
That's a thick packet.
That's the MOVE weight management program through the VA.
Right on.
But so we'll see. But they have a pool program, so I'll be doing the.
There you go. And I love
pool work.
I love salted pork. I love bacon.
Oh yeah.
So JG, thank you very much. That's right. The passion. The passion is, if you look across the community.
Senor Steve.
Hey, Steve Douglas is out there. How's it going, Steve?
We got to be good now. Dad's watching. I don't know what my face is. I think it must be this room. I've been getting stopped up in this room the past couple streams.
You know what? Your cheeks are getting red now too.
I know. It's like my whole sinuses are all clogged up. I don't know.
Got a moldy tent somewhere.
Well, I did just come from outside. It was cold. It's like 30 something degrees, and I came inside where it's 800 degrees. So that has something to do with it.
Yeah, I would like to get down. If I could get down to like upper 200s, just under 300 pounds, I'd be happy. I feel pretty good at that weight.
Yeah, 200 is a good size. 200 would make you look real slim, Stan, for your height.
Oh, if I got to 200, I haven't been 200 pounds since I was 12 years old.
Creel said, Kevin, at 40, the check engine light comes on and never goes off. You ain't kidding, Bo. Like I hit 40 and like I got aches and pains in places I don't even know the name of. Both my shoulders are terrible. My right heel hurts.
Falling apart.
I'm telling you, you just wait, Dan. You're feeling all young now, doing your marathons and your
Oh no.
Yeah.
catfish guiding and all that. You wait.
You know,
You're gonna hit 40, you're gonna be like, holy moly.
I was always that. I got one knuckle left on this hand, broken every wrist and broken arms and dislocated this and my ankle. My foot's been surgically put back on, and everybody was like, you get older, you're gonna yeah, all right, no problem, yeah, blah, blah. And sure enough, it catches up with you.
I don't want to wait till 50. I want 50 to take a long time. Well, I don't know. I'm jaded because at 51 I can retire. So I got 10 years left. So I kind of wanted to get here, but then that's 10 years of my life. I'm trying.
Yeah. It's one of those catch-22s.
Yeah.
Get it? Catch-22s.
Oh, I don't get it. What are you talking about? I don't understand.
And yeah, keep the countdown coming to me, Eric. We'll do a 22 days to CatCon party.
That's my birthday.
Your birthday's on CatCon?
22 days before it.
Oh, that's today.
It's today.
No.
22 days till CatCon.
Is it the 29th or something?
24th.
Oh, I'm wrong then.
It is the 24th and 25th, Louisville, Kentucky.
Hey, Dan, I had a whole show about this on Wednesday night. You can go check it out.
I was in and out.
I know.
There's John, real-time catfishing out there. Well,
hey.
We are going to be we're going to be jumping out of here in just a minute. Well, not literally jumping, but
Hey, Steve, we got Josh the Weekend Angler is working on some targets for the dock shooting. So
I thought he was working on another Biggest Loser. I could use it.
Well, I'm hoping I'm down 7 pounds. Hopefully I can it's 7 pounds in a week and a half. So I got like almost a month exactly until CatCon. So maybe I can be down 20 by then, hopefully. We'll see.
Just got to be sustainable.
Yeah, I'm not rushing it. I don't want to lose it too quick. I did keto and I lost 85 pounds, and it only took me 2 months to gain most of it back.
Right.
It's
pretty much got to be.
When I started YouTube, was at the highlight. Like I was 288 or 98 pounds, and I'd never been that small in my adult life.
I went the other way. I started YouTube and I put on about 35.
No, that's what I'm saying. I started YouTube when I was at my smallest, and then I gained weight from there.
All right. Well, before we get out of here,
hello,
Tiny Smith wants to do a dad joke.
Okay.
I knew that's where you're getting them all from.
Okay, you ready? Steve Douglas says, "Eat chicken and broccoli every day." I got the chicken part. I have to find it. I got to find a different vegetable
without cheese on it.
Okay, you ready?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
I know a lot of jokes about retired people, but none of them worked.
Good one. She said, "I know a lot of jokes about retired people, but none of them work." But with that bad joke being said, if anybody has anything else out there before we go, thank you, Kevin. Thank you for coming up.
Yeah.
Dan, thank you.
Anytime.
Doug says 55 and still going strong. That's right. It pretty much lifestyle change. Yeah. Before my accident in my mid-30s, I was lifting every day, running every day.
Wow.
And I was a 34-inch waist, and I was like 250 pounds, I think.
Stand 3.
Yeah, picture a 6'3" version of Stan 3. That was me.
Wow, that's intimidating.
Crazy. Yeah, that was crazy. But anyways, we're gonna jump out of here. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Uncle G, JG. Appreciate you coming in. Steve, thanks for coming. Make sure y'all, if you're interested, Kevin's got the video out there about the Whisker Bowl. Going to be a lot of fun. Already got a lot of awesome people participating in it. So, and they just got to
participation, guys, because it's on your own channel. So,
if they're interested, they just got to send you an email, right?
Yep, that's it. And I'll make you a thumbnail, and then we'll cut it off at some point, and then I'll send everybody a description. You just got to copy and paste it in your description so that you'll have everybody's links.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much. With that being said, we're out of here. Deuces.
Deuces.